All of the films that I shot in the beginning of my career, I shot in widescreen because it gave me twice as much area to give you, the audience, information. I could tell much more story faster with all of that space to use. I didn't have to isolate people. I could have them in groups. It's a great form for two people. It makes for two shots in the best possible way. But when television started buying films for a lot of money and panning and scanning them, I quit. And I went to a square format. The first one of those, ironically, was out of Africa, which is the one I probably should have had in a widescreen. I haven't made a widescreen picture since. That's 20 years, until this picture. I went back to this widescreen, which is my favorite format, because I could give you much more information per second with that ratio than I could with any other ratio. I can have intimate close-ups of two people and still give you a sense of place all the time. You never lose a sense of the background. Not only are DVDs great quality, they often will release the films in the original format. So at least I know that all of the people in the world are not going to see my film butchered, cut up, and panned and scanned when I wasn't panning or scanning. Here's the shot as I set it up and filmed it. It happens right after Nicole Kidman is frightened. Someone has broken into her apartment. There are 3 pieces of information you're getting here that help you know where you are. A man is replacing the lock, obviously, that was broken in on. There's an opening here, and you're going to see Sean Penn come through that opening. But there's a policeman here. Now look what happens if we pan and scan this. There's nothing wrong with that as an image, but it's not the image that I, as a filmmaker, wanted you to see. If I wanted to work in this 4:3 format, I would choose to work in that and have often, as many directors have, and directors do wonderful movies in that format, but they know they're working in that format, so they give you the information that they think you need in that format. But, you know, if I packaged toothpaste and told you were going to get half the toothpaste in the tube, you probably wouldn't buy it. And yet people continually, because this has a black line at the top and a black line at the bottom, think they're getting something better with this because there's no black line at the top and no black line at the bottom. But in fact, they're getting 50%, literally 50% of the information, as you can see for yourself. There's half an image there. From here to here. I still see everything. That's the panned and scanned version. Look how much less I see. There's a crime scene that I want you to see. I want you to see an open window. I want you to see a forensic guy in the background. But look what I see here. The difference is that I'm making a plea for my colleagues and myself who spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to tell you the story in the best possible way visually. And then someone else has to come in and cut the edges off of all of that and pan and scan it. So you're not seeing what story we tried to tell you. There's nothing wrong with this ratio. It's a beautiful ratio. They made movies in it for years. They made Casablanca in it. They made Citizen Kane in it. It's wonderful. It's just that if a director chooses to tell a story for whatever reasons in this ratio, because they want all this information in, it's not fair for somebody else to tell you with our name on it that this is what we shot. I didn't shoot that. Somebody else did. That's what I wanted you to see. This is not what I wanted you to see.